Hey. I am. I was feeling that jam. Anyone else feeling that jam? All right, yo. Hello, I am Sybil Jones, the owner and host here at Milspouse Conversations, and I want to welcome you to a very special episode of The Tea, brought to you tonight by Milspouse Conversations, conversation starters. Okay, just saying. And hey, yo, Milspouse Conversations is proudly sponsored by USAA. In case you didn't know, now you do. Tonight, this hump day, we are going to dive into an exciting and insightful conversation about the best duty stations for you, according to the conversation starters. Just saying. Whether you're navigating here. See you. Okay, anywho, our conversation starters today, we are going to be sharing with you from multiple Okay, I don't know what that's all about. This is really crazy. I'm like, I don't know why I keep dropping off. But anywho, we are going to go ahead and dive into this week's tea. So grab your favorite cup of tea, settle in, and get ready for a conversation that, will be insightful and entertaining. Are you ready, conversation starters?
Yep.
I was on struggle bus over here. I was
like, yeah, you were frozen for like a whole minute straight.
Really? I'm like, what is
black and everything.
Yep, screen went black. Heard like 5 words.
I was like, is that me? Because do I need to
say?
I saw myself in the bottom. I was like, mommy.
Say.
Did I leave the chat?
You did so well. The Wi-Fi was excellent last week. I'm like, what happened?
It's because you put 2 thumbs up, so you got 5.
You see, I'm confused. I'm like,
yeah. If you do like thumbs down, it does like the crying face. It's different stuff.
Well, we're not going to do the crying face. We're going to. All right. So, Grace, you're our Marine spouse, right?
Yes.
Grace is now frozen. There you go.
I don't think I was frozen. I think you were frozen because I answered. But yes, I'm a Marine Corps spouse. My husband's in the Marine Corps.
Let me ask you, my friend, what is the best duty station for young kids?
For young kids?
Because you have little ones, right?
Yeah, I have littles. They're 3 and 5 now. I would say Pendleton. It has a lot of things for them to do, including the ocean. It's literally right there, like on your back door. 4-minute drive, you're on the beach. So yeah, Pendleton. Short answer, Pendleton has been the best for the girls so far.
Pendleton
Yeah.
for the ocean.
Or the ocean, number one. Lots of other reasons, but we can talk about that later.
Woo! Yay for Pendleton! Woo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! All right. Nishida, what you looking at? What you looking at over there? You were looking up. You were looking at something. All right, if you're watching in the comments, whether it is live or the replay, tell us what has been the best duty station in your opinion. All right, Nishida, I want to know, because you are not only a military spouse, but you are also a veteran. Yes?
Yeah.
Tell us the best duty station for dual military.
Dual military? Every station? No. So we were, the longest was in Norfolk. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. People really like Norfolk, but I like Norfolk. I mean, to me, I don't know if my husband would agree, but he probably like no. But I enjoyed Norfolk. I liked the area. I liked Little Creek. I liked going to Oceana. I liked being able to just drive around the state of Virginia. It's just a gorgeous place to live. Kind of reminds me of, I guess, Michigan. I guess in a way, probably. That's why I liked it. I'm pretty sure that's probably why I liked it more. But yeah, I would say I liked Norfolk.
Oh, Eleanor said Team Norfolk.
Norfolk. They have the best commissary. They have the biggest, commissary. Them in Oceana. It was just like a lot there. There was a lot of things to do. And then I had my son in Portsmouth, so like, I don't know. It's just a lot to do. I liked it.
A lot to do, so you liked it.
Yeah, they say Virginia's for lovers.
Look, you know what? We have never been stationed in Norfolk, and we're Navy as well. We have never been to Norfolk, and I don't want to go to Norfolk.
Why are you
Just
hating
saying.
on Norfolk? Everybody hates on Norfolk, but what's wrong with it? It's Virginia. What could go wrong? The weather's good.
All right. So Angela says it's hard to choose a favorite. She got pros and cons for everywhere, but maybe Memphis, because I was there before I met my husband. So did you meet your husband in Memphis, Angela? That's where y'all met. Yes? No? Maybe? All right. Well, I'm going to tell y'all my opinion of the best duty station. And mine is for the adventure aspect of it. And that was Japan. We were in Japan. My girls were 3, 5, and 7 at that time. I loved it. I loved the culture. I loved travel. And it was safe. It really felt safe in Japan. And the ease of transportation. Like they had their it's equivalent to the subways in New York, I guess, except they are always on time and clean. And I thought the people were very friendly. I'm going to bring Nishida on and ask her about the friendliness. Yeah, because y'all, that's where I met Nishida. We met in Japan. So that should have been the best duty station for you, Nishida.
You asked me for dual military.
I did.
The only place that was dual military is when you and your spouse are in the military. We were in Hawaii together, but we weren't married. Then we were in Norfolk together. About 5 years. But
About
Japan
5
was
years.
cool. I met good people there.
Me being one.
Yeah.
Saying. Just saying. All right. So, Grace, we're going to go ahead and go into your segment
Okay.
with some life hacks and organization skills. Let me go ahead, or tips. I said skills. Let me grab my paper and pencil because I need to take.
Okay, this one's short and sweet. This one, we're still in the beginning of the year. A lot of people are trying to eat healthier, or maybe meal plan or budget or do their things. And one of my favorite things to use are these glass bowls. And it seems really weird, but if you buy the Anchor brand, it has an anchor on it. You can't miss it. They come in all different sizes. There's circles, squares, rectangles, minis, large, all kinds of different ones. But what's really cool about them is they can go into the oven. I believe it's up to like 450. Don't put them in the broiler. They'll crack, but you can put them in the oven. You can freeze them, you can put them in the refrigerator, you can put them in the microwave. It does everything. So when we meal prep, usually my husband takes one for lunch and I eat one here, and I don't like having to divide it into 5 different bowls afterwards. So I bake my meals in here. I'll put my raw chicken, I'll put my rice, my broth all together, put it on a baking sheet and throw them in the oven, and then your meals are ready in one bowl, ready to go. When it cools down all the way, because you don't want to shatter your glass, then you can put it in the fridge. So get you some Anchor bowls. They're good at meal prepping and cutting down time and dishes, because then you don't have to separate more dishes. You can just throw it all in one bowl. That's it for me today.
I like that. But you said, what was the temperature?
I believe it's 450. Don't quote me. Look it up. Look on the box when you buy them. I believe it's 450. And I know it's no broiler. Do not put them in the broiler.
Okay, no broiler. All right, that's the thing I have to remember, because I will turn the broiler on.
Yeah, no broiler. So if you want to melt your cheese, that's great. If you want to like brown and bubble it, probably don't use your glass. But yeah, I like it. It helps.
Great tip.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so, oh, sorry.
All kinds of
right.
different views of us. Oh, this is
I'm over here playing with our layout today, guys. All right, so let me ask y'all this question, right? I know a lot of times as military spouses, we move to a new duty station and we may or may not like it. How do you make the best out of any duty station?
I sulk for a while first, and I complain until I'm like, all right, I gotta just deal with it because I'm here anyways. But I just try to find events going on, see what the community has to offer. We like to go to like farmers markets and stuff, so I try to find something like that. We don't really do. We're in El Paso. We're Fort Bliss. My husband's not with Fort Bliss. He's Marine Corps, but that's the base here. And so we don't really do anything on there because he's not Army, and we don't really know anybody that's Army here. So we just do like local stuff that's going on. But we just try to dive in. I have little, so like we go to the library, get library cards, annual passes for whatever cool stuff they have here, if they have anything. Yeah, we just kind of activities. That's how we get used to our duty station.
Activities. So, Nishita, I'm asking you the same question.
I just do the same thing. I just go do things. I mean, if I can, like, as long as I have the ability to make short trips around my neighborhood, I'm okay. As long as I can get out, I can go places and, you know, get acclimated to the area, I figure it's going to be fine. But like Grace says, sometimes I do get a little like, because I don't want to be there. But you can't stay like that. So you have to do something to try to get yourself, you know, back into the swing of things. And so you're not just sulking and sad, because you're just going to get more sad.
Very true. All right. So for our viewers, I want to hear from you. What do you do to make a duty station the best that it can be? I'm going to tell y'all mine. It's find my people. I don't go into a duty station looking for my new BFF, right? Like we hear, well, I'll say I see it a lot in Facebook groups that they're looking for their new BFF. Nah, I'm not looking for a BFF. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Grace?
I didn't say anything. I'm just waiting on you. We know what's coming.
Yo, look, let me just be real with y'all for a moment. We all use one another. Nishita, we had this conversation before. As human beings, we all, or maybe was it you, Grace? I was talking to someone about this. And not using people in a negative way or trying to get over, right? But you find your people. How do you find your people? By talking to people and hanging out with folks. I don't know if I like you if I'm not talking to you or around you. It's like dating, right? So y'all know that song? Can I sing it? I got hoes. I got hoes and different area codes. Area codes. Yeah, why y'all looking at me like that?
It's not my song. What you want me to do? I don't even like the song. You want me to sing it with you? What you want?
You're looking at me.
Huh?
Look.
I remember that song. You ain't gonna get me to sing it on national, air. You're not gonna get me to do that. You can do that.
No, listen to me. Listen, I don't mean it in I cannot in a negative way. I'm just saying, look, as military spouses, really just as any human being that is moving all the time, you've got to test the waters. So you might be cool to go shopping with, but you may not be cool to sit and talk to for 3 or 4 hours. But I can go shopping with you. You are cool for that. Just saying. When we moved to San Diego, I did not like San Diego. I had other things going on in my life, but I despised San Diego. I came out with a really great friend. When we first met, I was like, she seems cool, but I wasn't really looking for a friend. So I'm like, you know what? You like to go grab coffee? Angela, yeah, I'm talking about you. Angela is one of our Buy Me Coffee supporters. Thank you, Angela. And so I can say this about Angela. And we love one another. But when I first met Angela, I'm like, all right, she seems cool, but I really don't know. But because she liked to go out for coffee, all right, that was her place in my life. We can go out, hang out for coffee. We didn't talk much outside of going out for coffee. We're going to make that coffee date. Boom. Well, that blossomed into, hey, girl, what you doing? You want to go riding around the neighborhood? You want to go eat? You want to come over? Let's do this. And still to this day, with me in Bahrain, and she is still in San Diego, hey, what you doing? How's life? Let's catch up. She turned into a friend. So all that to say, don't go in looking for your new BFF. Just look for someone to hang out with. I feel like I rambled. Did I ramble for like 4 minutes?
No.
No. All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, Nishita has her segment of the street tea. It's always hot and full of gossip. You ready, Nishita? Right after this commercial break. Oh, there we go. I'm like, did I delete the video? There we go.
Okay, y'all. So I have two things. One is Grammys. The Grammys happened. I didn't watch all the Grammys. I just saw some of the speeches. So one, the Grammys kind of shady this year came out to shade Nicki Minaj and pretend like she won an award she didn't win. Then gave her award to Killer Mike, who got arrested after the show. So that was the big bang for me of the Grammys. Was all this stuff leading up to the Grammys with her and Megan Thee Stallion, then her getting snubbed by them, like big time snubbed by their official page, and then giving the award to someone else just for him to get arrested. That was hilarious. Two on the Grammys was, I don't know why people love to hate Taylor Swift, but they love to hate her. Like, she could have sneezed on stage and they would have been like, did you see she had like a little, and she didn't have a tissue or something, you know what I'm saying? But she won again for Album of the Year, and everybody was mad because Beyonce didn't get it. Like, Beyonce's running laps around people. Like, she's dominating the Grammys right now. Nobody's going to catch her probably for the next 20 years. She has 35 Grammys. That's a lot. Like, I feel like that's phenomenal. But of course, she never won Album of the Year. And so just like Jay-Z, just like Kanye in his time, Jay-Z had to make a mention of it. I don't know if he was being funny or if he was just, because he did seem nervous this time. I don't know. But then they were mad at her because of Celine Dion. And you know, Celine Dion has she has I think a neurological disease.
Yes.
It's really hard for her to get there to the stage, I think. And how do people know that she wasn't like, listen, don't start no mushy stuff. Don't, because I can't right now. You know, I barely made it to the stage. How people know that wasn't a conversation? They're like, oh, she didn't give a tribute. She didn't look at her. You know, maybe she was very emotional too, because just being there, you know, she had to cancel her tour. Like, a lot of things are going on with her. And people just assumed, oh, you know, she got snubbed. But then Taylor turned around and broke a record for 1 million likes in, like, was it 4 minutes or under a minute or 2 minutes, something like that, because she shouted out her own album on the Grammys. Like, who does that? She was just like, thanks everybody. And also got a surprise.
I would have shouted out my own album.
Yeah, she was like, I got a new album coming out in April. I'm gonna go ahead and post that. Thank you. See you guys later. She kept it real short, but you know, she talked about some other things, but you know, it was nice to see Celine Dion. It was nice to see Dr. Dre, you know, there in the audience because he has an award named after him. And I felt like Beyonce's outfit was giving. It was giving. So much giving. I loved it. And, okay, moving on from that, my second thing is I recently saw a post. I'm not Killer Mike. I can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it either, Angela. How they came and swooped him up right after the Grammys too. He was like, "Thank you," and they were like, "These handcuffs, sir. Come with us.
You have the right to remain
Security, come get this, bruh." Like, so, my second thing is I recently saw a post, and it wasn't a post; it's a video, and it was kind of a hot topic in the parenting world last week, and maybe the week before that. And people were like, I'm not your little friend. That was the whole thing. Like, they're like, I'm not my kids' friends. And I felt like, what? I literally been my son's friend since he came out the womb. Like, I literally carried him. My mom carried him in her womb, and I carried him in mine. My son was in my mom's ovaries, and he was in my ovaries.
Wait a minute. I'm sitting here like, wait, how was he in your mom's? Then it just took me a few seconds.
My mom carried my son and I carried my son. And then I gave birth to him. He's literally been my friend from day one. So I don't know. When he came out, we was buddies. We were going everywhere. We were doing everything. I introduced him to cartoons. My husband introduced him to games. I didn't appreciate that at the time because he was like 5. But it turned out spectacular for us because we were playing video games, running through the house, doing all kinds of stuff, ignoring everybody because people ain't for that. They be like, huh? Why are you playing with your son? Because he's more fun than you. Because he's more fun than you because you're boring. And he's fun because he's 5. Like, you could chase him all around and he will giggle. You could say dumb jokes and he'll laugh. You can laugh at his dumb jokes.
I am not friends with my kids.
Can I ask
tell
you this,
them?
People spend their whole kid's life. I'm not your little friend. I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. As soon as these mugs turn 18, they run around behind them. Where you going? You want to go to the mall together? Do you want to do friend stuff? And then they be feeling weird. Like when their kids be like, I ain't your little friend, Mom. Because when you turn 40, 50, you're going to be chasing around them girls. What y'all doing? And they're going to be like, I have a life. I mean, I'm going to call you when I need stuff. And I'll call to talk to you. But we're not friends. You know what I'm saying?
I have a 19-year-old and I remind her, and I've always had a very open relationship with my kids, but I remind her, hey, yo,
even at 19,
I am not your little friend. Be mindful how you're talking to me.
Oh, girl.
But we
could be around Marcus. You'd be like,
we have an understanding that, okay, oh, you want to talk as homegirls. All right, cool. But you can't just roll up. You can't call me. I'm like, hello. And you just going, hey, yo, 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 yo. But you can say, Mom, can we talk as homegirls? All right, cool. You have warned me. Grace, your girls are little. What are your thoughts on this?
My kids are little, but I did already raise a teenager who is now 20. So I am friends, and I'm with Nishita in the fact of when they grow up, you don't want them to be like, give me space. And I see it as you can be friends and still be a mom.
Yeah.
You don't have to throw it in their face that you're not their friend for them to understand that they still need to respect you. Like, you lay those boundaries, sure. You know, there's that respect as the parent. But if you keep telling them, like, I'm not your friend, I'm not this, I'm not that, they're going to feel that distance, in my opinion. I mean, everybody's parenting styles are different. In my opinion, I feel like you're creating a bit of a barrier between you and your kid if you're telling them, hey, I'm not your friend, hey, I'm not whatever, because they're young and they take that in that literal sense of you're not my friend. And friends to me are people who I can talk to or be open with or joke with or, you know, say things that I'm not sure if I should be saying to, you know, because you let them do that and then you bring that boundary wherever you feel you need to bring it to, but you can still have the title of friend, in my opinion. Yeah. And my kids are little, and yeah, I play with them. I mean, I don't like playing all the time. Like, I'll tell them, like, I don't like playing that. Like, I don't want to do that, but I'll do this and we'll play. But I love them because we love to do crafts together. I get to, like, you know, do my little things with them and stuff. And yeah. And you ask my little girls and you'll be like, who's your best friend? They'll be like, Mommy.
Yeah, that's what my son used to be like, my mom.
Wait a minute, Grace. Wait a minute.
Not now, though. As soon as he turned 15, I was not his best friend anymore.
Wait a minute, Grace. Wait a minute. You mean you don't play with your kids all day?
Oh, hell no. It's a no. You know,
all day.
When I just had one and she was like 2, I felt like I kind of had to play with her because she didn't have nobody to play with, but that got old so quick. And so now I'm like, go play. You have a million toys. You have a bunch of crafts. You can play on your iPad. I don't care. Just go. Like, just go play. Go do something. Go outside. Do whatever you want.
So, you know what? This needs to be another topic. We need to have a conversation. We need to spill the tea about parenting, because I didn't play with my kids all the time either. I'm like, look, actually, I didn't like playing dolls.
I hate playing dolls. I tell my girls, I don't like playing Barbies. I'll play blocks with you. We could color. We could do whatever, but I just don't play Barbies.
And I did not like Play-Doh.
Oh, I love Play-Doh.
Like, we're not.
We never have Play-Doh either.
We love Play-Doh. We have a whole bucket full.
Now, I did exert my authority on myself because you just have to. You're the parent. You just fundamentally know more than them. You can't just let them be in charge of everything. They'll ruin everything your whole life. But you know, it's just I did exert my authority on him, but I didn't never tell him like I wasn't his friend, or I always kept things pretty open and kind of let him make a lot of his own decisions and stuff. But I never really was like, I'm not your friend, because I always wanted him to think I was his friend when he was little, so he would come tell me things, which he did. And I was very happy about that. You know, because sometimes they'll close up.
We have an open line of communication with all of the girls. our relationship is a little different between each girl. They'll talk to me about certain things that they won't talk to Marcus about, vice versa. But it's always, hey, the line of communication is always open. Okay, let's go back to our topic, to our main topic. Let's circle back because we're gonna wrap it up. So, the best duty station. Let's do a quick recap, and these are according to the conversation starter.
No, because you set parameters. You didn't just say the best one for y'all. You said like the best one for kids.
Well, I asked you for specific things because we're going to continue this tea in upcoming episodes, right? We're trying to keep, so for our viewers, we are trying to do episodes every week, every Wednesday at noon, keeping them at about 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. And to do so, we're going to really just focus on not my nails. We're not going to focus on my nails. Grace, why didn't you like, Sybil, take those?
I didn't even notice. I don't pay attention to little things like that.
I'm over here like, yeah. And it's funny because me and Julie were talking about this the other day about how when you're on video, Grace is talking to her.
Sorry, my little. Go ahead, go.
You're okay. I'm just messing with you. We were talking about like when you're doing videos, people don't notice the wrong until you point it out, right? So I'm like, look at my nails. But anywho, so our 30-minute, we're going to try to keep the show about 30 minutes because we are coming here every Wednesday at noon live. And so I want you, if you're watching this replay or you're watching it live. Oh, Angela, you want me to give Nishida a second answer based on being a spouse? Nishida, do you have another answer? No, she did. She said Japan. Japan was her second as a spouse.
I mean, I like Japan, but I actually liked Italy. A lot.
You know what, Nishida? Bye.
Like, you could just set them free on the base.
Wait, set who free? Because I had like turned you off because you sitting there getting smart.
My kid set my kid free on the base. And it both in Italy and Japan, you could just set the kids free on the base and they just living their life. True. To this day, there's stuff my son did. I don't even know he was doing. Like, he's like, I remember one time, but I'm like, you did what is he was living his best life in Ikego, but I enjoyed I did enjoy Ikego. And we play golf every day in Misawa, so it's so hard to just be like, I love this one place. You know what I mean? Because I go everywhere kicking and screaming. What do you mean I have to leave? It's only been 2 years. This is some book. I want to stay here. I have a life here. And then I get there.
So we're going to come back. We're going to come back another week and we will continue this conversation. Or you can come behind the scenes and chat with us at The Conversation. We do have an event coming up. This is Anna's event. What day is it? Friday, February 23rd.
We doing makeup?
7 p.m. We are going to be talking about makeup and brushes and self-care, all that goodness.
Are we going to be doing anything?
And we all need it. Do you want to do makeup?
I don't care.
If you want to do makeup, if you want to do it, but it's going to be 3:00 in the morning for me.
You'll be ready for the day then.
And I can sleep like this.
You can take yours off. Well, if you have
my husband's birthday, y'all.
Oh, happy birthday.
No, February.
I'm not going to remember.
Oh, yes, you will. But all right, everyone. If you have not subscribed to our newsletter, make sure you subscribe, get all of the good, sweet tea.
And meet me in the comments to argue about whether you tell your kids they not your friend or not. And also about Taylor Swift. I know y'all got some opinions. Comments. Holla at me. Holla at your girl down in the comments. For real. Head on down to them comments.
Okay. All right. Meet Nashida in the comments. She's ready for that comment tea. She gonna be or in those comment streets. She lives for it. Me and Grace will just be over here sipping our tea like this.
I'll be dealing with crying babies today. You hear her? She ready for me.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And I do want to put this comment up from Angela. Sybil and the Jones family are super special to me. Love you. I wanted to address that because, Angela, I love you. I love you too. And I miss Angela. Angela went from, okay, yeah, we met at a baseball game. All right, yeah, I'll talk to her because she's from the same hometown as my husband. That's how I felt. But I knew I liked her once we started talking to one another. And I'm like, yeah, I like Miss Angela. I'm trying to convince her to come to Bahrain. Don't y'all think she should come to Bahrain?
Yeah.
Say yes.
Yes. And hop on over to Dubai while you're there.
No, she should come here. Be stationed here.
No, I'm not for that. Sorry. I take it back. I thought she was visiting.
You're like, she was visiting.
Sorry about that. I thought you was visiting. I didn't know that was a commitment. I'm not for that commitment. Sorry.
Yes, renew your passport, girl. Renew your passport. All right, folks, we are out for real. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Connect with us on all of our social media platforms. And don't be scared. If you're in our Facebook group, don't be scared. You can talk to us. We like to talk. We like to be in those comment streets. Nashida really loves to be in them comment streets. But come on over, hang out, have some real relatable conversations with some real and relatable folks. Because what you see is what you get with the Conversation Starters. All right, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely, lovely evening or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Like, share, tell your friends about us.